allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a quorum, all five board members present in person. First thing we need to do is to approve the agenda.
So move.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Public comments. Anybody from the public wish to speak? Anything on the agenda? No? Okay. Close public comments. Discuss and approve 3/9/26 regular minutes.
So moved.
Been moved
Second.
and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Engineer.
Oh, I didn't get a road report this morning, but I'm sure we're plowing snow starting at 7.
We're not clearing brush.
No,
We're
I
not.
didn't see, I was up early plowing snow. It really wasn't worth going in at 5. There was nothing to do. I mean, a lot of the roads are pretty blowed off. Yeah, a few drifts here and there. I imagine that's what we're taking care of this morning.
Yeah.
So. That's where we're at there.
All right.
And then the next one's mine. Also, we got these quotes you guys have for these motor graders. Pat's went through and done a great job specking them out the same. As far as we can tell, they're, you know, we're getting the same machine, apples to apples. I make a motion that we approve the one with all topper cat.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the bid from Altoffer Cat for 2 motor graders.
And then they have on the purchase agreement, they actually have Pat's name on it. And I said, instead of changing it, we'll just, I'll make a motion that we let Pat go ahead and sign the purchase agreement on it also. Okay, do you want to add that to that?
To your motion, okay.
Forgot to second the amended, whatever he said.
We won't even call them in this sense. You just make it that your one motion.
You just changed it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just modified.
My second's good, that would do.
Been moved and seconded.
Just for discussion, what's a quick skinny on, like, for us on, you know, the warranty and like, what's kind of your
The
between the two?
warranties are the same. They're both the 7-year, 8,000 hours.
Okay,
John Deere's the same.
okay,
The cat, we had to jump up to a 150 and a Deere to a 772 to get the horsepower we need to run the V plows. That's a lot of the concern that we need to have right now is, and especially these 2 are going to the northwest corner. So that's where we need a lot of the push and power. So
Front-wheel drive?
they're all 6-wheel drive.
current ones will be spares, or are we trading them?
So the 2 that are up there now will come down to be spares, and we're trading 2 that are out here that are over.
Okay,
One's got 22,000 hours on it, the other one has 19,000. One's a 2002 and one's a 95. So we're taking the two that Pat feels are the oldest that are not the best.
Yep.
We're trading those ones, and then the 2 that are up there are in really good shape. One was Terry Purses, they took really good care of it.
great,
And then the other one at Dinsdale was George Burrish's 2, and he also took really good care of it.
great,
I mean, they look like they're brand new.
yeah,
So those will be coming down for spares
okay,
for snow plowing. And then these 2 new ones will go up there. They'll have 6-wheel drive now. They'll have a little bit more horsepower. They should be able to run the V plows a lot better.
okay. Yeah, once we find out what those get for trade-in value, it'd be nice to know what that offset is, unless we already know
It's in there.
it is in here. Yeah, I just got it, so I
That's,
looked at it, but, okay.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Were those 2 that we traded, are trading off for both cats?
Yeah.
Discussion and possible action on utility permits for Water Association, Windstream.
Carly had sent those up for approval. She said the foreman had been up to look at everything and that they approved it. You should be able to sign off on.
Okay.
Yep, and Nick, our intermittent engineer filling in, says down there in Iowa County, he just signs off on these. It doesn't bring to the board, but I figured these were kind of still in the mix of everything that's going on with the engineer and working on getting someone in there, this would just be a great idea to keep it coming up here for now. Maybe at some point, new engineer will change this.
Yeah, I agree.
That'd be good.
That was my input on it. And like she says, Marty, everybody went and looked at it, so.
Need a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, moved and seconded, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Discussion possible action on resolution 3-16-2026 be it resolved, the board of supervisors of Tama County, Iowa, that Nick Amelon, the interim county engineer of Tama County, Iowa, be and is hereby designated, authorized, and empowered on behalf of the board of supervisors of said county to execute the certification, completion of work and final exception thereof in accordance with plans and specifications in connection with all farm to market and federal and state aid construction projects in this county. I think this was probably what was exempt or taken out of the contract that between us, and this will allow him to have the full authority to do whatever he needs to do.
So were you making the resolution?
I was just reading.
Okay, I make a motion that we approve resolution 3-16-2026
And I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded.
And this will fix the Iowa DOT's concerns
I
that
think
he
that's
can't,
what-
that he will be able to let new projects with this resolution, correct?
Yeah.
So we would want to make sure we get that to
Yeah.
Nikki here.
Okay.
Okay, well, there will be a roll call then.
Elmer,
Aye.
Turner,
Aye.
Campbell,
Aye.
Roland.
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, that was, will pass, or the resolution will pass. Discussion and approve the claims.
We have claims in the amount of $141,292.10. So that's 141,292.10. I make a motion, we approve that.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve the claims. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. New business supervisory reports. Anybody got anything new to report?
Let me get this
We're gonna have a
over.
meeting tomorrow with the aging, so that'll be the first one, Yep, since the winter break.
Yeah.
I had the landfill meeting last week and their AED is needing a battery and stuff like that. I didn't know if that was maybe something the ARPA funds would be good use for them. I don't know how that works, if I don't know if we did we buy that for them with ARPA funds at the beginning? I don't know.
What item are we talking about?
The AED.
I'd have to look.
I told,
wanna say we did.
I told Dave just to check with you guys at the auditor's office to see if that was something that we could use that for. I'm not sure.
So,
It's only like $200, otherwise he'll just
And
pay
I think
for it.
there's multiple AEDs that you.
Yes, there is. There's quite a few.
Assuming each department should just probably pay for themselves. It's an ongoing thing.
Funds, their individual funds.
So like the one here in the
Yeah.
admin building, it's not really in a department, who would you?
Maintenance probably, or who would that be under? That's gonna be under a lot of people.
Who's the last used on?
Public health,
That's what I was saying, why would it not be public health? For everything.
If they were all bought at the same time, it might be good to put out a notification and say, make sure that the batteries are good.
Yeah,
I don't know what, like I said, I just brought it up to him and I said to check with you guys to see what,
Yeah.
I don't know what we've done in the past, is why. So,
I don't know if that actually fits under the.
yeah, I don't need to.
Sounds like David would like to take it out of the IT budget.
I wouldn't, because Corey and I've been talking, we're going to have to spend a bunch of money, and people have been nickel and diming it. That is not trying to,
The system,
System.
yeah, Band-Aids don't work.
right. So I don't know who would. Was that a request that it comes out of the ARPA funds, or was it just a discussion?
That was just discussion.
Okay,
Yeah, they were questioning probably because they bought all the AEDs with ARPA funds, and so who's responsible for the maintenance on them moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, department head's fine with me. Like I said, I just brought it up.
well, it doesn't fit the criteria for what's been approved, does it?
Well, and even if it does, ARPA funds aren't gonna be around forever, so.
Right.
yeah, I wouldn't, let's not bank on it. I mean, there's generators, we're not gonna do the maintenance with ARPA funds, you know, so. I mean, I suppose like Dirk and Public Health, check with them first if they wanna like do all of them. I doubt anybody's gonna wanna sign up to do them all with their own budget, but we need to know how many there are, who are they under.
Just like that, it's only $200 for a battery that each department should
Yeah,
have.
and they should want to do that because it could save one of their employees' life. I mean, it's.
Another thing is the training on them. I don't know if anybody has training on them or not.
So we all had.
Did you? Okay.
And it's pretty, and it usually tells you, you turn it on, push the button, stand
The
back.
safety person was the one that did that training before, so I don't know, and I'm pretty sure Ryan currently does
Okay.
CPR training, so maybe he can continue.
Okay.
It's a good point.
Okay.
Yeah, did you had something, David?
I do. So with the transition into Arion,
Just quick.
with the transition into Arion, I'm running into a lot of contracts that have been signed in the past and we are stuck paying for a lot of things. Think we need to make sure that any contract over, and I don't have the dollar amount, but should be coming to the board for approval. I think we should also list of all the existing contracts, their expiration dates. Because if we make decisions, like for example, we decided to go with the new phones. Well, there were contracts signed after the fact that we're having to pay to get rid of the contract. We're just keep paying up by month until that contract ends. And I'm also a little concerned with our contractors that we have, like CSS. I need to see that contract. Because we've paid over $10,000 since, what, November? I think it was in November, with them helping us get turned on for Arion. For all the stuff that they've been doing inside the room. I'm very frustrated that they're spending a lot of money to do some simple things. The one that just gets me is I sourced a fiber optic patch cable for $8 out of Amazon when they didn't seem to have one. They charged us $150, I guess, to think about it and then to order it and then to actually put it in. So I want to get a hold of all of our contracts. We need to see how much money we're spending. Like that printer there, remember to get out of that contract? $18,000 for that printer and the one that the sheriff's using down in the West Annex. So we're gonna keep using it till the contract's up. What also brought that up is I'm negotiating, or I've got 2 bids coming in, and I need to get with Xerox to get a 3rd bid for all of our printers. I don't have the numbers yet because we're not done with them yet. I'm getting an awful lot of information from the people who are bidding. Where they can probably save us money. We're gonna get rid of some printers that we don't need. But, I'm just alerting you guys to the fact that we've got contracts out there that I don't think we know about. And when we go to make decisions in the future, we need to know, well, yeah, we got a contract for the phones. We own all of our phone equipment, but we have I think 3 maintenance agreements for those, which is gonna cost us, well, almost $15,000.
The situation that we're in now, though, with having an IT department will help,
Oh, yeah,
help that, knowing where the contracts are.
right,
It used to be a free reign,
right.
so we're going in a better direction already.
Oh, I agree. I'm just saying, I'm alerting you to the fact that as I'm going down this path, we're finding stuff. And I've already talked to the county attorney and I've gotten the contract. Ideas for contract. So I've got 2 more things to talk about, but one of them has to do with this. We're starting a trial with Ninja One, which allows Corey to go in, and he's actually using it right now from home. Where he can go in and he can look at all of our computers. Right now, we're only testing on a small group, but he can go in and look at all of our computers, see if they're up to date, see what their warranty are, see if we're actually up to date on our licenses. If people have a problem, he can fix it, but most of it can be fixed by him just logging into his computer. I used county attorney's recommendations and negotiated with them, we're basically gonna end up getting 3 months free. Because I don't want to start paying until July. So in that conversation that I had, I said, the trial period ends in April. I said, we don't want to start paying until July. So I said, I'll work it out so that you're not charged for those months. So anyway, we're in a trial period right now. So far, it looks really good. With what it can do, what it can fix, and reports that we can get back on our equipment. All right, so we're in a trial period right now. I've got a 30-day. We don't like it when the trial period's running. 30 days later, I can say we don't want it, we can back out. So it'll cost us $5,230 a year. It also gives him a ticket. So he can keep track of every request. So we can find out if there's a problem with a computer, machine, a person, what have you. So that's also included. And then Dirk, he got bids for fixing the air conditioner out here, and that's $7,225. Typically, I think he can approve those things. I don't want to make sure you guys know we're spending $7,225. And this is for pardons for fix the air conditioner outside.
The one that runs this whole building, or is there several of them?
The one, I think it's one of those that run the building
Okay,
is failed, and the heating and cooling was an issue the other day. And I'm looking at Karen because
Yeah.
she was the one who was freezing the most. So,
As I say, air conditioning and they don't match.
no, we had two bids.
We're gonna need this Friday.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 78.
Don't get
So it'll be anyone. So, I think things are moving along. Corey's doing well. We had, Ryan come up from Jasper County, and we had a long discussion in here. I've been here so long. We had some good discussion about what they have and what the options are with a bunch of switches. And Corey's doing a really good job with pricing. I mean, he's finding where we thought we were gonna spend like $5,000 to $7,000 on a switch. He's found them for around 2,000. So the same thing. So he's doing a really good job for us, and I think we're gonna be moving forward with buying stuff fairly soon. We may have money left over. We'll see. I don't tell me. Shh. But we got other stuff that we need to buy. But we've got to set our foundation first before we go anywhere.
so question on CSS, do those departments, are they still running right to CSS, or do they come to you and Corey first to make sure you guys can't handle it?
No, they're not coming to us first. They're still going to them because most of the stuff right now is what CSS is having. Corey is not up to speed yet with all those things that CSS is doing.
Okay.
I kind of insulated him because he's doing a deep dive into everything.
Yeah.
But the first thing we want is the ticketing. So even with the phone system, I've had them, come to me, don't go to Corey yet.
I'm just thinking, you were saying there's some simple things that you guys could do, so like at what point does department heads know, like, hey, this might be simple, they might not know that. But Corey might be like, hey, that's easy and we could save you,
Right, so Jacob is very good in his,
Yep.
I've got to talk with Casey,
Yep.
About some of those.
If they even just bounce it off you guys, like, hey, real quick, if I don't hear from you, I'm gonna move forward,
Right.
unless it's an urgent thing that.
Most of those are urgent, in their minds, and they probably are
Okay,
urgent.
okay,
So, but no, I agree. We need to get migrated to
Yep.
Corey as fast as we can.
yep. And then the printer, are you looking at leasing or buying or both for the
We're
different
looking,
quotes?
I'm getting bids on everything.
On all options and then
Right.
figure out the best one, okay,
Exactly.
that's perfect, yep,
So, no, we're not
yeah,
doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Because, I think Jacob's the one I think told me, he could buy a printer, use the telephones apart.
Mhm.
And the only thing that would be an issue is disposal of it if we own it.
Mhm.
So, but, we have somebody who does, auction.gov. Carly down at the engineer's
Oh, yeah.
office. We're going to actually have her dispose of phones, the old phones, through the auction.
Cool.
So, we're trying to save us money.
Yeah, no, it's,
And do
Thank you.
smart things about it, so.
yeah, guys are doing good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna let you guys know, my brother-in-law passed and he was 86, great life. But, I'm gonna be gone the part of the week of the 23rd. Is that next week? Yeah, that's next week. So I gotta go to Ohio for the funeral. That's all I got.
One thing I got is you guys should have an email from Troy with Holmes Murphy. Take a look at that. That was kind of the assessment that was done, but there is a couple requests for, I'm assuming it would come from us. We'd have to kind of see because some of these have their own boards. But there's like some requests for policies on different things. So take a look. It'll say that and then let's bring that. If we think it's us that needs to do a policy, let's bring that back in. But take a look. There's pictures, there's comments of what's critical, what's, minor things like that. So it's just an assessment, which is good to know where we're at, from someone that's on our side, so.
Are you talking about the safety stuff?
Mhm.
Was that in addition to the one that was already set up, like in the?
So there'll be once every year, one will be done. So that was probably the last year one. And so there was like, if there's a repeat thing, it'll mention that, and things like that. So
Okay.
it looked a lot less than it normally is, but there's always still things.
I didn't know that there was as much in there.
Yeah, so once a year is what he does there. So, yep, just take a look at that. I don't think so. I got the first pool meetings, I think, next week, I think it is. So, but yeah, no, that's it.
Aging meeting pretty soon, and then, yep, nothing else.
I haven't heard nothing from Sixth Judicial since it went once a year.
Yeah,
It's just, I don't know.
Which public health will have their plan to us.
the Senate. I thought they copied everybody. If not, I can forward it to everybody.
I think it's come out, but I
What's that?
think there was questions on it, but I didn't see anything else. Or did they send it out afterward?
Yeah. I responded back, tried not to do, to everybody, but I could forward her response because it's just that's informational. I can send that to you. Okay. Yes. All right.
So I guess I got a question. So moving forward, should I take that budget and plug it in for them? Are you guys gonna approve that budget for
I
them?
think we should probably talk after we have budget on here, right? I think we better talk about it.
Okay.
So I've only seen the first that came through and I got questions.
Okay, I can forward that to you guys between here.
Before you move on, you guys all saw that the mayor of Tama resigned. And they're looking for somebody to take that place, Tama, the council passed.
Are you in the city limits?
No, I'm
I
not.
know, I'm like, when's this going?
No.
Just for, I was asking for a friend.
You're not either. No, I did talk with Marty Harden. He's not going to run. He can't. He's too busy, but he had to comply, yes.
Aren't they gonna just appoint?
Well, they still have to, somebody has to put their name in.
Yeah.
to
Do
have,
appoint? Yeah.
so they can appoint and that,
Gotcha.
otherwise they'll have to go to a special election, which will cost them a lot of money. Plus, if the auditor's office, because they'd have to prep all the voting.
Is you in the city limits of Tama?
Plead the fifth.
He's gonna quit showing up for me.
Plead the fifth.
Maybe one of their council people or something, or?
Well, right now, Christie is
Major
up on town, so she's doing the mayor's job right now. But I think they're gonna have a vote, hang on the calendar, the 6th of April, I think is when they plan to vote. Council would vote on something, so. And I don't know if you guys heard, they had they're ranked 4 in the nation for taxation.
Oh.
19 point some percent. So the council found that out and they're trying to get it down to 17% for the levy. It's just,
It's got a record.
it's not a good record.
No.
So the average is 12.5 for cities. is the average. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, shut up.
Public comments? Got anything to say for yourself?
See, they were removing some trees there on the Deer Creek Bridge there. Are they starting that pretty soon?
Look like they have, yeah.
There's no,
Bunch of
I don't
piles.
know when they're gonna close it.
Well, I think that they started their, we purchased the right of way for that last year. And then I think, only thing they're doing is doing the, clearing everything out so that when the time comes, I'll have it ready. I don't know that they'll bring in all their equipment and start that right away.
I think late start date was June.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I didn't know if that got pushed back.
I don't know where it's at,
Well,
it's pushed back and stuff.
Looking for a part-time job or what?
Yeah. I have yours. How then?
Yeah.
Close public comments. Then, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
It's been moved,
Second.
seconded. All those in favor say aye.
All right.
Those, carries, we're adjourned. 9:04.
8:15 next Monday too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also.
For our hearing, right?
Yep.